Deep in the desert lives a bird that fears no venomous snake. Meet the Roadrunner, a lightning-fast hunter built for speed, intelligence, and survival. The Roadrunner lives in the hot, dry deserts of North America. Its long legs and lightweight body allow it to run at incredible speeds across the harsh landscape. The Roadrunner prefers running over flying. It can reach speeds of around 32 kilometers per hour, helping it outrun many predators across the desert. Despite its incredible speed, the Roadrunner doesn't rely on running alone. It waits patiently and strikes its prey with lightning-fast precision. The Roadrunner's diet is far more diverse than most people think. It hunts lizards, scorpions, large insects, rodents, and even venomous snakes. When facing a venomous scorpion, the Roadrunner stays extremely cautious. It carefully watches the stinger, then strikes with lightning-fast precision at the perfect moment. But the Roadrunner's most dangerous prey is the venomous snake. With incredible speed and precise attacks, it can overpower even highly venomous reptiles. The Roadrunner never challenges a venomous snake head-on. Instead, it dodges repeatedly, exhausts its opponent, and strikes with perfect timing. The Roadrunner doesn't hunt only small snakes. It can even confront large venomous rattlesnakes, relying on speed, precision, and strategy rather than brute strength. After exhausting the snake, the Roadrunner waits for the perfect opportunity. Then, with one swift and precise strike, it attempts to gain complete control of its prey. The Roadrunner doesn't search only on the ground. It also explores shrubs and low trees where it may find eggs and newly hatched chicks. The Roadrunner has exceptionally sharp eyesight. It can spot tiny lizards, large insects, and even the slightest movement from an impressive distance. Along with its sharp eyesight, the Roadrunner has excellent hearing. Even the slightest movement beneath the sand can instantly alert this remarkable bird. The moment it spots its prey, the Roadrunner moves without hesitation. Its incredible speed and remarkable accuracy leave very little chance for small animals to escape. But the Roadrunner doesn't always rely on speed. Sometimes it stands perfectly still, waiting patiently, until the prey is within the ideal range before making its move. The Roadrunner's long legs are built for more than speed. They help it move efficiently across the scorching desert sand while conserving valuable energy. To avoid the extreme desert heat, the Roadrunner is most active during the cool hours of morning and evening. During the hottest part of the day, it often rests in the shade of rocks or desert shrubs. The Roadrunner can fly, but only for short distances. It spends most of its life running across the ground because it's the fastest and safest way to travel through the desert. Water is scarce in the desert, but the Roadrunner has adapted to this challenge. It can obtain some of the moisture it needs from its food, helping it survive in harsh conditions. Finding food in the desert is never easy. That's why the Roadrunner constantly explores its territory, quickly moving toward any place where prey might be found. The Roadrunner usually searches for food alone. Its quick movements and constant alertness give it a major advantage while exploring its territory. Although Roadrunners often live and hunt alone, their behavior changes during breeding season. Males and females work together to build a nest and care for their young. Once the nest is ready, the female lays her eggs. Now, the biggest responsibility begins for both parents, protecting the nest and caring for the eggs until they hatch. While the eggs are developing, both parents take turns watching the nest. At the slightest sign of danger, the Roadrunners immediately become alert. But danger is always present around a desert nest. That's why both parents remain constantly vigilant, reacting quickly to any After some time, movement begins inside the nest. The tiny chicks are about to emerge from their eggs and take their first breath in this harsh desert world. The tiny chicks are still extremely vulnerable, so their parents begin searching for food. Every meal helps the young birds grow stronger and survive the harsh desert. After feeding their chicks, the parents head out again in search of food. Raising a family in the desert requires constant effort throughout the day. As the days pass, the chicks grow quickly, and they begin leaving the nest and exploring the fascinating desert world around them for the very first time. Within just a few weeks, the young Roadrunners begin running swiftly and learning essential hunting skills from their parents. This marks the beginning of their independent life in the desert. Today, the Roadrunner is considered one of North America's most remarkable desert birds. Its speed, intelligence, and incredible adaptations make it a true masterpiece of nature. This incredible desert bird reminds us that survival isn't about strength alone. Patience, speed, and smart strategy are just as important in the wild. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible desert runner, join us next time as we explore another fascinating wildlife survivor. Until then, keep discovering the amazing world of nature. But the Roadrunner's story doesn't end here. As seasons and conditions change, it faces new challenges every day in the unforgiving desert. After the rains, this dry desert can suddenly transform. New vegetation appears, insects become more active, and fresh feeding opportunities emerge for the Roadrunner. After the rains, insects and small creatures become more abundant, giving the Roadrunner more feeding opportunities. But even when food is plentiful, this bird never lets its guard down. No matter how the desert weather changes, the Roadrunner stays prepared for survival. This remarkable adaptability helps it thrive in one of nature's harshest environments. But surviving in the desert isn't only about finding food. Recognizing danger at the right moment and knowing when to move away is one of the Roadrunner's greatest survival skills. One of the Roadrunner's greatest strengths is its balance. It avoids danger while constantly searching its territory for food and safe places to rest. As the sun sets, the desert begins to cool, This is when the Roadrunner becomes active again, searching for one final meal before darkness takes over. Before darkness settles in, the Roadrunner chooses a safe place to rest. After a busy day, it must relax while still keeping an eye out for danger. At night, the Roadrunner becomes much less active. Resting in a safe location allows it to conserve energy for the challenges of the next day. The night slowly fades as the first light of morning appears. With a new day beginning, the Roadrunner is ready to start its daily struggle for survival once again. With the first rays of sunlight, the Roadrunner becomes active again. Its challenge remains the same: find food, avoid danger, and survive in this vast desert. Every morning brings a new beginning, and as the sun climbs higher, this remarkable runner heads out once again to explore its territory. As it moves through its territory, the Roadrunner constantly watches for new sounds and movements. In the desert, even the slightest disturbance can determine its next move. Suddenly, movement appears in the shrubs. The Roadrunner pauses for a moment, then reacts instantly. Its incredible agility is what makes it such an effective hunter. Even after a burst of incredible speed, the Roadrunner quickly becomes calm. Instead of rushing, it waits for the right distance and the perfect moment to strike. Moments later, the perfect opportunity appears. One rapid move, one precise strike, and the Roadrunner immediately backs away without putting itself in unnecessary danger. The Roadrunner's success isn't just about speed, it's also about making the right decisions. Knowing when to strike and when to retreat is the key to its survival. The day is slowly beginning to fade, but the Roadrunner's journey continues because every new day in this desert brings another challenge. As the evening air cools the desert, the Roadrunner moves toward a quieter area. After a busy day, finding a safe resting place becomes its next priority. After choosing a safe location, the Roadrunner settles down for a while. In the desert, resting is just as important as hunting at the right moment. Night has fully settled over the desert. Resting safely among the rocks, the Roadrunner waits for the next sunrise when the desert will begin another chapter of its story. The Roadrunner's world shows us that survival in this harsh desert requires speed, intelligence, and adaptability. That is the true strength of this remarkable bird.